Well, hello cuties. Tis the day. Tis the important day. Today we are going to be looking at finally another comeback from Dreamcatcher. This is actually going to be my second comeback with them, so I think it's safe to say that I'm fully on board. I've tried to avoid any spoilers whatsoever, but I have to admit, I've seen a couple of, images that kind of marked the style and the main theme of the whole mini album, and I've seen that it's in this post-apocalyptic or apocalyptic setting, and I got so excited because I'm a huge fan of steampunk as well. So if somebody can pull this theme off, it's gonna be a Dreamcatcher. My name is Kat. I'm a vocal coach and singer with passion for music production and vocal arrangement. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in, then please don't forget to subscribe. If you do have more performances from a Dreamcatcher or maybe other of your favorite artists that you would like me to react to, then definitely check my Patreon, where I do up to 4 extra reactions per month, plus many other extra perks. For example, my patrons had early access to this video as well. So thank you so much guys again for your support. Patreon you will find down in the description, along with a link to my website. So if you've ever thought about singing and you would like to work with me on your voice, then definitely head there, and there you should find all the information about my singing lessons. And don't worry, we are inclusive of various music genres and singing styles. I have different students from different backgrounds that are interested in different type of music, so don't worry, and if you are going to be interested in that, then come and join us. And now, without any further ado, Dreamcatcher and their new song, MAISON. So if you thought I'm pale, you haven't seen me on Sun. I look like Edward from Twilight. Look, I just need a sparkle. All right, let's get into it because I don't want to blind you way too much. Great guitar at the very beginning. I like it a little dirty. So the dirty guitar, Dreamcatcher can absolutely pull it. Dreamcatcher is overall very well known for their very good instrumentals. Like, their instrumentals are crazy good, especially if you like that genre. Oh, you're just in love immediately from the first moment you hear any of their songs. Like, immediately when that guitar hits or the drums or something, you're like immediately intrigued. Oh, look at them, looking gorgeous, the post-apocalyptic queens. I like her tone quality. It's very bright. It is great for the intro, especially creating a little bit of the contrast with the very harsher music underneath. So a little bit of that guitar, a little bit of that very nicely well done natural drums. So imagine that dummy would maybe open the whole thing. It would not create as much contrast as she did. I like the theme. It's really interesting. I'm starting to hear a tiny little bit of harmonies there, like a little tiny. We're gonna see. The way I love this woman. I don't know if I've mentioned it in my videos ever, but she is my absolute bias in this group. The cheekbone. Also, she's a very, very good singer. I like that she's not holding back. She has a very clean tone, so she's not scared of a little bit of voice breaks here and there. Very well controlled though. It's very open. She has a lot of tension in her voice. Let's hear it again. And after that open, clean, very fronted sound, very provocative voice of Seon, we get Gahyun with her much more softer tone quality, a little bit more earthy, so the contrast building there is just beautiful. Also, look at her. She looks like a little angel. From all of them, she looks the youngest. She has this very soft facial structures. She's gorgeous. She's also recently starting to sound a little bit more mature. I'm not sure if before she was stylizing into a little bit more softer type of voice, but recently I hear a lot more maturity in her voice. So either just a change of style or literal just, you know, artistic music growth a little bit. First of all, the message of that whole chorus is great. I really love that. I really love that they dedicated a song to this kind of, you know, problematics combined with a very cool kind of aesthetics of that apocalypse where, you know, the two themes can marry beautifully. And I like that they're using quite a lot of fry in that chorus, which is the fry is very available there. Either if it's the word maison, you can do a lot of fry over there. And just the rest of the chorus is just really enriched with that fry. I really like it. Okay, now we have a dummy part, and you know that I absolutely love her. Also, I got myself a human shield to protect me from the light, so thank you. You guys, you better be thankful because you would literally go blind. All right, let's see. First of all, this is giving me Half-Life vibes, which I am in love again. They're doing Apocalypse right. And again, she's so incredibly cool. I like the dummy has actually a little bit darker voice, and not just because she's a rapper. If she would be a singer as well, I would really appreciate that tone quality because she can pull so much with it. Like she can afford to have like a really strong instrumental under, and her voice is still gonna carry. Your attention still is gonna be like directed to her voice, which is so incredibly luckily combined with her flow, which has a little bit of a fry in it. It is very laid back. It's bold and cheeky, but it still has this very laid back, relaxed quality. And that's why it just comes out so incredibly cool. Again, I mentioned it before with Dreamcatcher. I know they don't have scream in their songs, but they are the most creative people when it comes to replacing the scream parts. So the parts where in, for example, metal songs, there would be a scream in that place. They are the most creative with replacing it with various kind of little sounds. So here it was whispered, but it was not like it was, So there was a little bit of a tension in the whisper that if you listen to it carefully, you can literally feel how you could replace it with a scream, but how it kind of reminisces and reminds you of scream in the song. I love them for this. They do it in every single song, and every time I'm like, oh my god, yes, this was supposed to be scream, but they replaced it with this to be a little bit more maybe feminine. Also, there's not a lot of girls that can really pull scream. I'm looking at you, Tatiana from Ginger. Not everybody can do that. That's crazy skill right there. Very nice pre-chorus. I really appreciated it. So vocally heavy because we got multiple members really nicely showcasing their quality up in the maybe more belty area. You see, Hamdong reminds me a lot of Taeyeon. I really like their very subtle nasal quality. It's not really nasal quality, it's more about their placement when they're singing. And just as Taeyeon was crazy when it comes to approaching higher notes. Like she is an outstanding technician, like singing technician, a very, very skilled singer. And Hamdong reminds me a lot of her because of how she's placing that tone. She's gonna have a very easy pathway into really incredibly high tones thanks to that. In the jungle, send my home in the polar. I cannot love her more. Seriously, look at her. She's so incredible. Also, her tone quality can be so very versatile. So when she's singing, it has this very clean, very high intensity vibe that when we have her in more like, she can actually put this like more speechy parts which are kind of used in chorus. Dun, dun, na, 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 na. So her voice is incredible. Again, the chorus is incredibly done. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's very catchy. Like, you know that you will be singing this chorus for a couple of upcoming days. It's just not gonna leave your brain. And it has a good message. Again, it's the correlation that they brought in that is very, very, very nicely done. I have not expected this change whatsoever. Okay, we're gonna go back and just listen that very fast change into something completely else. It sounds like a piano recital behind her. Okay, so the beat dropped down and that kind of slowly merged into the piano. Interesting, but the whole mood change threw me off a little bit, but I'm excited. Maybe it's gonna be great. Her voice is so beautiful. It's really interesting to hear these type of very bright, soft, feminine voices with that type of music underneath it. I think that's like one of the best contrasts in the music that can be even like built. I'm getting everything from Resident Evil to Half-Life vibes, like all of that goodness. This actually, for some reason, reminds me of Resident Evil. I don't know why, but I'm just happy, man. I'm just happy inside right now. This part is gonna be amazing at concert tours and on the live performances with a lot of people, because you have this chant in the background that people can join. The music is all very simplistic in here, so it's not overpowering everything, so it has this atmosphere building feeling. It's really good. And you can hear that the drums are getting more and more intense, so we're building up to that climax. Ooh, very gorgeous build. It was finished with a little bit of vibrato there. Nicely done. Okay, this is a great idea. We're gonna replay it if you're gonna hear it as well, but this is an amazing idea. All right, I adore this idea when it comes to music arrangement of putting a main core under her incredibly angelic and bright upper tone. That sounds outstanding. That might be my absolute favorite part of the whole song. That sounds great. And the last time it was almost just the main core. Her voice was kind of fading away. Love it. Beautiful song. And I can see the message of those goddesses. I mean, I can see no lie in that. Coming on Earth, help us to prevent the apocalypse. I can see the idea of that pantheon. Also, the music change threw me a little bit off at the beginning. I really have to say I did not expect a bridge where we would get like solo piano and voice, but fine. I'm not mad at that. I think it was very pretty because it was carried by the gorgeous voice. But definitely my most favorite part was when Gahion was singing with a soft upper tone that was not too bright or too metallic, because she has that tiny slight little earthy quality in her natural voice. So when she goes very, very high, it does not get this obnoxious, too bright, too metallic sound underlined with that core. That got me. That was where I was sold, because you have very strong chorus, and then at the end of the chorus you have this little finish. Beautiful. Overall, I just think that Dreamcatcher did it yet again. They are very admirable for me, for how true to their style they're staying. They do not venture out of it just to make more mainstream music, maybe. They're focusing on their style, doing their thing, and just perfecting their craft and what they do. But I would love to see Sion. I know that she got multiple live solo performances. I would like to check her out on her own, just because maybe I'm a little biased, but you gotta understand. All in all, I think this is gonna be a great live performance song, because this can literally pull everybody in. Like, I can see thousands of people chanting along with them. This is gonna be a stunning live performance. I would love to see that live. They really nicely married the apocalyptic theme with actually a very meaningful message. So I think very well done when it comes to the idea behind the song. We got only like one higher belt there. I wish we got a little bit more like layers of belts towards the very end. But again, there was my favorite element was repeated there twice. So I got something. It was definitely worth it. Especially with belts, I always wish for more with Dreamcatcher, because they can pull them. So if I have a vocal group where singers can actually pull this type of belts, and what I really love about them also is that the belts are heavier. They're not too light or too pulled up in the upper mix. They are actually heavier. There is actually like a heavier vibrato at the very end of them. So I just always wish for more. And I think this chorus, since it was very kind of like a little speechy and a little chanty, I think that could be definitely more space for more belt, or maybe layering of a different like belt ad-libs. I would be thankful for that, because I think they can pull them off perfectly. So why not have them a little bit? Maybe. But overall, I really enjoyed this comeback. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here is the video that YouTube actually recommends for you. And here is rest of my current reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.